What's good, everyone? Welcome back to Stats YouTube channel. Today we're going to talk about the Alex Donnachie signature BSD Donnasqueak tire. In this episode, we're going to give you a little bit of info about this tire. We're also going to tell you how you can simply comment done in the comment box below. You could turn on your notification bells and you could like this video for a chance to win some free stuff from our bike shop. We'll tell you a little bit more about it later on in this video. And then also we're going to tell you where you guys can buy these tires and basically everything about these tires. So first up, let's talk about this tire and who rides it and what it's all about. So if you're familiar with BMX and kind of the tech riders and stuff like that, you'll know about Alex Donnachie. He rides for BSD. Basically, he's a pretty rad rider. He's a lot more tech. He does a lot of nose manuals, tire rides, just a lot of wild maneuvers that you can't really fathom with your brain, and you got to see him to kind of believe him. So he's that type of rider. He's definitely pushing the boundaries for his tires and the products that he's running. So he needs, some of the best quality products. So that's where this tire kind of comes up along. This is actually the first signature tire that he did, and now he actually has another signature tire, which we'll talk about later on in the future. But today we're going to talk about the Donnasqueaks, because these ones are the originators, and these are actually like kind of paved the way, and they're pretty similar to a lot of other tires. So we're going to start with these ones, and then in the future we'll talk about the other ones. But so this BSD tire, it is a 20 by 2.25 tire. So a lot of people wonder, hey, my bike's a 20 inch. Is it the top tube? Is it the tire? Is it, the tube? What does this 20 inch mean? So basically a 20 inch bicycle basically means that theoretically the outside diameter of the tire is 20 inches. So that's kind of where it comes in. Now you can get different size top tube lengths, and that's where also a 20 inch top tube comes in. But there's also a 20 and a half and a 21. There's not 20 and a half inch tires, and there's not 21 inch tires. There's a 22 though, but that's a different size tire, so that doesn't even compare to what we're dealing with. But so that's kind of what a 20 inch is. It's mainly the tire size, and then everything else is more of tech sizing, so that you kind of know that, hey, this tire fits on all these bicycles. So if you're riding a 20 inch bike, it's a wheel size. As long as that wheel size bolts onto that frame or fork, then that is a 20 inch bicycle. So just so you know. So the differences from old school bikes and the new school, which a lot of people are noticing, and even the complete bikes are coming with, is a little bit larger tire. So that's kind of developed or evolved from the traditional bike riding or racing. Racing, you usually want like a thinner tire so that it has less rolling resistance on the ground. The wider the tire is, the slower it's going to roll. The thinner the tire it is, the faster it's going to roll. But there's also the negative from that. So if the tire is skinnier, you don't really have too much surface grabbing the floor or anything like that, so it's easier to slide out and wash out. So those are kind of the tricks that I was talking about, where Alex Donnachie, he does like tire slides and tire rides and stuff like that. So he needs a lot of grip. So that's kind of where this tire comes into play. So it has a lot of grip because it's got a lot of knurl on the tire. So the knurl is the little bumps. It's almost little diamond shaped. I would say little diamond shaped bumps on the tire, so that gives it a little bit added grip, allows water, or actually allows the material to kind of squish and really grab the ground. So it comes with that, and this looks pretty familiar with to a lot of other tires that you might have seen, from like the Colt tire, the Fly tire, It looks similar to like the Sunday tire. It looks like a lot of other brands' tires, but this one kind of has made its mark and kind of influenced a lot of people to ride this tire, not just because of the grip and like the tire tread or anything like that, but the fact that it actually squeaks when you do a little scuff or tire ride, or you scuff the tire, kick out and stop or slow down. It actually makes a pretty loud squeak. So if you're looking for a tire that squeaks real loud or chirps, like this is definitely the tire, hence the name, the Donnasqueak. So if that's what you're looking for, this tire definitely squeaks a lot. So yeah, pick this one up if you're looking for that. On the second thing is that on the tire tread, this has a traditional V pattern style. Also too, it's got some big knobbies on the side. I've seen a lot of guys that use this tire for all-purpose riding. So it's got enough smooth area in the center for a street tire or a skate park tire, but then it's also got these bigger knobbies on the side, and it actually helps for like riding trails or anything like that. So it's more of an all-purpose tire. I know it says Donnasqueak, but it's definitely like an all-around tire. So think about that when you're getting this. Also too, that this has a rotation direction. So I'm not too sure if your tires have this, but some tires do. Not all of them do, but this one actually has a rotation direction. So what that means is basically what the arrow is you want the arrow to basically roll the way you want the tire to roll. So if it's pointing this way, the tire is going to roll counterclockwise. So when it does that, that's how you want to mount it onto your bike. So if you're sitting on your bike like this, and the rotation's this way, when you roll on the ground and it actually goes, you want it to roll this way. Now, I've seen some funny things, other people rolling it backwards and stuff like that, but mainly it's to divert the water, and when you're stopping and stuff like that, help with the stopping power or whatnot. Another thing is that people always talk about a Kevlar bead or a wire bead. Most of the time, people don't want to ride the Kevlar bead. One, because I think a lot of people figured out it's just a little too much. Nobody's trying to drop, $45 on one tire before shipping or anything like that. So, and it can get up higher. So these all come in a wire bead. So the wire bead is just basically a metal ring that goes around, and it's infused inside of the rubber casing. So that gives it a nice firm, look. You can't fold it, stick it in a shoebox or anything like that. It has to stay round. That's why it is a little bit more for shipping. So kids out there, when you wonder why, hey, I'm buying one tire, it's only $18, $19, how come it's $10, $15 to ship it? It's because it's a large object. This thing is big. It's oversized, so when you're shipping in the mailbox, or anything like that, it doesn't fit in your mailbox. It doesn't, fit nicely into a lot of things. So they charge you a lot more for shipping. So keep that in mind when you're ordering from anywhere. Ordering from Stack BMX, is that these things are oversized, just like a lot of other things, frames, complete bikes, stuff like that. So that's why normally tires are more expensive in your local store, because even if they buy a bundle of them, you still gotta ship that big giant bundle. So the shipping doesn't really go down in price. So expect to pay a lot more on shipping on tires in general. So I don't know if I said it in the video, but this is actually a 2.4 tire. I think I might have said 2.45 tire, but just to clarify everything, it's a 20 by 2.4 tire. Now, people want to know, is this tire wide? Is it skinny? Is it heavy? All those other features. This tire does come out on the wider tire side of things. So like if you're looking for a tire at a 2.4, this is going to be one of the larger 2.4 tires. So if you're looking for a big fat wide tire, this is what we suggest. I personally highly suggest it, because these are the tires that I like to ride, just because they're all purpose, they're extra fat, they have a lot of meat on them, so they last me a long time. I hate changing stuff on my bike, so this tire is perfect for a rider like me. where I want grip, I want something that's gonna hold up, and I don't wanna fix it. Matter of fact, I ran over a big giant, I don't know if they were like pliers or something like that. It jammed in my tire and it tore it up real good, brand new tire. But long story short, I put a dollar bill in there, kind of made a little patch kit, and I rode that tire for another 4 months. So these things are super heavy duty, they last really well, and you know what I mean, they're just a good all around tire. Another thing that we want to talk about is PSI or min and max. They say on the side they have a number, you know what I mean. Here at our shop, we do not sell anything under like a 60 PSI tire. All of ours are usually, you know what I mean, 100 to 90 to 110, 120 PSI. The reason why is because on the higher pressure tires, there's a lot more strings in here, threading. So it's real tight, so that when you're airing up your tire a lot more, or you're grinding, or you're banging a curb or anything like that, your tire rubber is not like separating and ripping. It's kind of like a, I don't know, how would you say? It's almost like a patch on your pants or something like that. It's heavy duty. It's like denim. It's super heavy duty. So the more threads you have on it, the stronger it is. Like some of those lower pressure tires, the 60-pound ones, it's like having a t-shirt. You know, I mean, you could rip a t-shirt very easily, but these ones are more like a denim pair of jeans where it's gonna hold up to a lot more abuse. So keep that in mind when you're looking at a tire. Find one with a lot more PSI. And now you want to know what the PSI means. Simple terminology is it's pounds per square inch. So every square inch, there's X amount of pounds of pressure of air that's coming onto this tire, or that's put inside of this tire. So pounds per square inch, basically you can air this thing up a lot more. So if you're going from like a 60-pound tire and you're going up to 110, that doesn't mean you have to run it at 110. It's just the range where they prefer you to ride it in. So this one here is a 50 to 110 PSI. Average that I've seen here in the store, and you know, I mean, a lot of pros bikes, is they range from, I would say, about 70 to 90 pounds is, you know, I mean, pretty standard of what people ride. If you go under that, you're kind of running it soft. If you're going over that, you're riding it hard and you want it to roll fast. So the less air, the softer, more forgiving, is kind of makes like a suspension. And then the harder it is, the faster it's going to roll, the more you're going to keep your speed and stuff like that. So keep that in mind when you're buying a tire, and make sure you always buy a tire that's over 60 PSI. If you're wondering why that tire is cheap, it's because it's not more than 60 PSI. It's a pretty generic, basic tire. So stay away from those. Make sure you get something with high pressure, because it's gonna hold up a lot longer, and we don't wanna hear you guys saying, hey, I bought a crappy tire from that stupid bike shop, or anything like that. So, you know, make sure that you're the cause of getting the best stuff. So buy a tire that has high pressure, make sure that it has a good, nice tread and kind of designed for what you're doing, and yeah, just have fun, change the colors up. Like this tire comes in sand, white, green, black, gray, red, and blue. And I might be missing one, but off the top of my head, I'm pretty sure that's what these all come in. But yeah, you can check those out on our website. It has tons of tires on our website, but if you go to stackbmx.com, you can find these under the menu under tires, and yeah, just hit us up. All these tires fit any of the bikes that we sell on our website, any of the rims that we sell. This tire fits it. These fit any of the bikes on there. Probably fits your bike. So if you're looking for a tire, yeah, hit our website up and buy one of these. But yeah, also too, if you're, you know, I mean, money's a little tight, or you just like, you know, I mean, having fun and, you know, I mean, trying little things out and supporting somebody else, we like that too. So we're actually doing a contest right now for our YouTube. So we're trying to get 1,000 subscribers. So we're trying to get that by this weekend. We're up to like 740 or something like that, pretty close to 740. So if you could subscribe to our channel and get us up to 1K, we're gonna give away a parts package from a bunch of the brands that we carry. So subscribe to our channel. Make sure that you comment done in the comment box below. Make sure you turn on your notification bells up in the corner. Make sure it's on this corner. Make sure you turn it on. Share it with other people. Try to get more people to subscribe to us, and then we'll be giving away parts package to one of you lucky viewers when we hit 1K. And then also too, at 5K, we're going to be giving away a bicycle valued at $300 away to one of our viewers too. So keep those subscribers coming. Share this with your friends. If you found this informational and you really like it, make sure you buy stuff from Stack BMX, and we'll be able to keep doing these. But yeah, thanks for your time, and we'll see you tomorrow.